pretty dirty from going through Grand Teton here, so decided to come to a car wash. I saw a big truck going through that was plenty high, so no problems with the cargo box. And you can see now with the updated software, the 24.4, it has car wash mode. So that keeps it below 10 miles an hour, charge port locked, walkway door locked, automatic wipers,
turn left onto South US
bunch of other stuff, climates, so-called front and trunk closed, so all the good stuff. You can kind of see it there. And then when you exit, just hit exit car wash mode. And if it's one of those ones where you have to get out and it's like on a conveyor belt type thing, you just use the automatic car wash enable free roll. All right, getting ready to take off here after, I think it's gonna do a dry here. All right, well that looks a little better. Nice and clean. Still haven't got all the bugs off from South Dakota. That was weeks ago. They just never seem to come off. But overall, she's looking good. All right, let's go to West Yellowstone Supercharger. All right, so headed off to West Yellowstone. All right, well, if you want to see Autopilot in action again through the mountains, and this is major mountains. This is Grand Tetons. You can see no problems at all. I have it set, I think, to like 4 or 5 lengths of cars. You can go this left or right on this button, and that'll take you, you can, you know, give more room between you and the car in front if you want. But look at these views. Crazy. I couldn't see a lot of this when I came in the first night because it was dark. But yeah, Autopilot working great. Takes the curves, no problem. There's another curve coming up. Takes it like a champ. I currently have mine set to 5 miles over the speed limit. That's the max on a 2-lane highway that you can go, and it'll just slow down automatically, you know, based on cars and traffic in front of you. If these cars came to a complete stop, I wouldn't need to touch anything. I can just let it go. I just have to give it a nudge every once in a while when the screen goes blue, or gives that little, see that little blue and then the little warning at the bottom. That just, until they activate this camera up here to be used for that, which it in testing they've already done, they just haven't turned it on as a feature yet. Once that's turned on, it's just going to look at your eyes and make sure you're paying attention, which will be so nice because this is ridiculous. And there are ways around it. I'll just say it. A lot of people do them. As long as you're safe doing them, I think I don't really see that much of a problem with it, but make that decision on their own. So, but overall, yeah, I mean, this again takes away 75-80% of the fatigue and concentration and stuff you'd get from a normal drive. So it's pretty fantastic, actually. All right, got 2 hours and 4 minutes to Yellowstone. All right, so this is too beautiful to not stop and take a picture. I mean, look at this. I'm actually gonna get my good camera out and take a couple pics, but had to show you guys this. Beautiful. All right, so just got into West Yellowstone. All right, so got up to 91% here, and the charge, if you want to see that, was $12.10. All right, let's go get unhooked. All right, getting ready to go over to this huge hotel over here and end up stealth camping there. I'm here at the Tesla Superchargers in West Yellowstone, but I'm just putting up the, I have an X heat shield on the windows right now. So you can see I put that one up over there. And show you, see, that's how it looks. It literally, especially when there's lights above, like in a parking lot like this, or like at a hotel, there's nothing. It just looks completely black. And so I have this back one in, same thing. Just looks, if you looked really close, like you still can't really see anything. So yeah, I mean, it's just straight pitch black. It just looks like really black tint, and can't see it at all. So yep, gonna go do that here shortly, and it's almost 9 o'clock, and wake up early and go hit Yellowstone National Park here. Hopefully see some wildlife and some just really cool things. So I will check in with you one more time before I go to bed. All right, so I figured I'd give you guys one more update before the end of the night. So it's about 9:04 p.m., 74 degrees out, and getting ready to lay down. I'll probably watch a little TV, a little YouTube, whatever, and head to bed. But I'm in a hotel parking lot. It's a huge like resort thing, so hopefully should be okay. I got the Evanex heat shield window treatments up, and I went outside and looked and can't see anything inside, so it just looks like totally black tinted windows. So should be okay. But again, if they knock and ask me to leave, just go to a different hotel and do the same thing. So but wanted to give you one more update. The morning I plan to wake up pretty early, around 7. Then I'm going to go over to the campground. That's about I think it's about 10 minutes away, and I'm going to see if I can snag a spot, since it's first come first serve. And if I can get a spot, that'd be great. After that, I'll probably just head right into Yellowstone National Park, and I'll probably go to Old Faithful first, and then maybe just kind of talk to a few people and see what the best places to go are. I'll do a little research tonight too, but that seems to be the best plan. So somebody next door. Yeah, that was somebody pulled next to me. I actually am glad they pulled up next to me, because then I have somebody kind of on the right, 2 spots over, and I have this person 1 spot over on the left, and then, you know, nobody can really see from the side or anything like that. So really the only window that anybody could see would be the very back window, which is straight pitch black. Well, that's last update for tonight. So sweet dreams, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in Yellowstone National Park. Thanks again for watching. Good morning. Well, just got up, flipped the camera around here for you. All right, so that's the hotel I stayed in the parking lot over there, and then the Tesla Supercharger is right over there. So super convenient, but just came over here, woke up, and then came over here, and now just putting it back into making the bed, and then putting a few of the bags and stuff that I have to put up front on top of the cooler. See, I kind of have to put a few things up here when I go to bed at night. So yeah, overall it was great. Woke up a couple times during the night, but other than that, it was great. I'm gonna make this up real quick and then probably go grab some breakfast somewhere and try to get a camp spot, and then head to Yellowstone. All right, I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. All right, well, ended up finding a campsite here, so not a bad view either, right? So yeah, I'm just off over to this way, probably like, I don't know, maybe like a 2-minute walk. And yeah, it's just like gorgeous out here. So right now I'm just gonna stay one night. We'll see if I wanna add another one. I actually didn't mind stealth camping last night. It's only 5 minutes away up into town. May end up doing that again, but it was only 20 bucks. I'll probably do another night, but just depends on kind of where I wanna go, or if I find some other cool place, might wanna go there. Well, I'm gonna go to Old Faithful today and to a couple other places around Yellowstone. hopefully see a bunch of wildlife, and yeah, just looking forward to a fun day here in Yellowstone. So wish me luck. All right, so we got all set up here. I'm not taking everything out now because I'm gonna go into the park, into Yellowstone, like to Old Faithful and a couple other places. And so you can see though, kind of got my stuff set up here. And under here, I just have like some bags and like my camera stuff and computer and all that. And that all goes up in front on top of the refrigerator when I'm sleeping. Tonight I actually might have a little room up here because they did tell me to make sure to even take like this stuff, any food or anything, like even like cleaning stuff, like, you know, soaps and stuff like that, you want to put over in the bear box over here. So you can see they got a big bear box right here. You just take your hand deep inside there. There's like a little latch you just push in, and yep, that's it. So I'll put all that stuff in there. All right, so I wanted to show you how the storage box works for the bear resistant storage boxes. Every site here has one. So I did put all my like regular just food stuff, like soups and rice and stuff like that. I put all that in these bins, and that's how I usually, you know, carry them when I'm traveling. And then this is, you know, my fridge freezer and my Jackery. And normally I wouldn't take this out. Two reasons I'm doing it though. One, because I don't know anything about grizzly bears, and I don't want to take any extra chances. So I'm going to listen to the ranger who told me to just take everything and put it in here. So I'm going to keep all the food in here for tonight, and we're just going to see how much drain on the Jackery that is. Then you just take these, close them like that, and that's it. And when you're ready to open them, all you do is just put your hand, reach in here, push, and that's it. And then there's a little latch on the back on this one. Squeeze, and they both open up. But that'll give you an idea if you've never used a bear storage container, which I had not until now. So that's how that works. Little fire pit. They even came around and raked and stuff this morning when I got in. So like super nice. Then I have my shower set up. I'll only use this as a bathroom if it's like an emergency during the middle of the night. And I do have like the, you know, the little portable toilet thing that I've shown you guys before. Otherwise, I'll just keep this as a shower, which I will be doing later this afternoon when I get back once it warms up. It's in the 30s about an hour ago, but it'll be up in the 80s by this afternoon. So I'll leave this water. This is the water I'm gonna use to shower later. I'm gonna leave this out so it'll warm up in the sun. And I have another one inside here right now. It's full, probably about 6 gallons in there. So I usually only use about 1.5 gallons or 2 gallons of water for a shower. So usually lasts quite a long time. But yeah, otherwise that's kind of the setup here at the camp. I just did one night right now until I kind of figure out a little bit more about what I want to do. Check cell service here, things like that. As long as you fill out another form and put it in the box with it $20 by 8 p.m. tonight, then you're good, and you're good for tomorrow. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna head to Yellowstone here. I think the park entrance is pretty close, so I'm not too far. So I'm gonna head in pretty soon, and I will catch up with you guys later. All right, so I'm here at the entrance to Yellowstone National Park, and I just left the Supercharger a minute ago in West Yellowstone, and we have a 53-minute drive to Old Faithful. And I'm gonna check out the geyser. There's a few on the way as well, I believe, and probably Hayden Valley is another place I want to check out. And yeah, hopefully see some wildlife along the way. So looking forward to it. Gotta show my America the Beautiful pass here. By the way, I have 98% on the charge on the car, so I got plenty to go all over today. That should not be an issue. Hello.
Hi, welcome.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Well, you need maps and information today.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Good one.
All right, we're inside Yellowstone National Park. Put on Autopilot so I can take a look at this map real quick. I guess this is the way to do it. This is probably the best way if you're just solo, is Autopilot. Then you can take pictures and, I mean, you still gotta pay attention, obviously, but yeah, pretty nice. Just cruising here. Got it set at max of 50, which is 5 over, but there's people obviously, so it's gonna go with traffic. Yeah, so just cruising here on Autopilot through Yellowstone National Park. Pretty sweet. All right, well, I made it to Yellowstone National Park. Look at this view. So crazy. Still haven't seen any grizzly bears, but hopefully I do from the comfort of my own car.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive.
All right, we're gonna go to the inn first. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and take a look. I heard it's like all wood, everything, like all the support beams, everything is complete wood. So I'm gonna go check that out first, and then I'll come back out and I'm gonna head to the geyser. All right, so just finished up at Old Faithful Inn, and it was pretty cool. I mean, it was cool going inside for a second. Way too many people in there right now. That's probably to be expected. So they did have, you had mandatory masks. But yeah, it was cool. I mean, beautiful out here. And the inn was pretty cool. I mean, just the way it was built and how they did that. I don't even know what year. I'll have to look it up. And I'm sure it'd be like a cool place to stay or grab lunch or something like that. But I'm gonna head on, and next stop looks like I'm gonna stop at West Thumb and Yellowstone Lake. So on Yellowstone Lake. So I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna have lunch. I have lunch packed in my refrigerator here, so I'm gonna have that for lunch, and then I just have a sub that's in there and a couple other things. But as far as Old Faithful, the geyser, it was a little underwhelming. I've heard that before. Kara and Nate said it when they were here a month or two ago. And yeah, there's a lot of people out there, and everybody was excited, and that part of it was cool. I'm glad I did it at least once. Would I come back to it? Put it this way, if the person I was with had already been there too, probably wouldn't come back. But stopping at all the little geysers, the little basins and stuff like that, those are definitely worth it. Those are just super cool. I mean, you're looking at that stuff and you're just like, what sorcery made this, you know? So if you haven't been to it, I'd say go ahead and do it, but it's not like incredibly amazing. Some of the other geysers that you could get a little closer to, they didn't shoot as big, but they were still a lot cooler because you were right next to it. But overall, yeah, it was cool. I'm glad I did it. So now I'm gonna head on to the next spot. I'm probably gonna do like half today, and then maybe half of the park tomorrow, and try to split it up. It's getting a little hot out. It's 80 degrees now, so I'm gonna do just kind of this southwestern loop, I guess, and then head back to the campground in West Yellowstone. When I get back there, I'll probably go to the Supercharger again, just charge up so I have top it off again. And then I'll head back to the campground and probably take a shower. I already set the shower up, so it's ready to go, and looking forward to that. After a few days of living in the car, taking a shower is quite a treat. All right, so I'm gonna get on the road here, get a little lunch, and then I'll catch up with you at the next spot. All right, so I'm sitting here in Midtown Manhattan. Oh, never mind. I mean, middle of Wyoming. Yeah, traffic jam here in Yellowstone. But I don't think it's because of anything except for there was just a ton of people at Old Faithful, and a lot of people seem to leave right after. So kind of got stuck in that, but hopefully I won't sit here too long. Headed to, like I said, to the West Thumb area on Yellowstone Lake. So that's the next stop. I'm gonna try to get some lunch there. All right, so I'm getting back now after going through Yellowstone today. It's about 4:30. I think I left probably around noon. So from the west entrance, it was really quick. It was like 5 minutes and you're in the park, not even. And then, yeah, 4:30 now. So probably about 4.5 hours out here. It was absolutely gorgeous. A perfect day for it. It was like the low 80s, still, yeah, 83 right now. And just night and day compared to the last couple days in Jackson and Grand Teton National Park. I guess just completely different. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Had a great time. Still did not see barely any animals. Saw almost zero wildlife. I saw 2 bison. Well, I take that back. I probably saw about 10 bison. At first, there was probably about 8 or so of them in the distance that I could see. But it was a different road that I would have had to take. And then I saw 2 or 3 individual ones outside of that. And that's it. And then another chipmunk. I think we're up to 4 chipmunks now on this trip. I saw nothing else. No deer, no bears. I figured the bears would be a little more elusive, and they'd be, you know, you're gonna have to go at the perfect time and also get super lucky. And most of the time I've been out here, it's been in the low 80s. There's not a cloud in the sky, so it's pretty hot and sunny. And so I'd imagine that either this evening, right before it gets dark, or tomorrow morning would probably be prime times to see the most wildlife. So my plan is to go back now. I'm about 20 minutes from the Supercharger in West Yellowstone. And so yeah, I'm gonna go back there, top off, and then head back to the campground. I'm gonna take a shower. Can't wait for that because it's been 2 days. And then after that, just gonna relax, maybe start a fire, sit around there, and then it cools off pretty quick around probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. It probably sticks, like last night, it stuck around probably the 70s until like right around 8 o'clock, and then it just 8:30 or so, it dropped like 30 degrees, and then it dropped like a total of around 50 degrees by morning. Because when I woke up this morning, it was in the like mid to low 30s. I think tonight is supposed to get down to 32. So it gets chilly. I mean, it drops a good 50 degrees from mid-afternoon, like right now at 4:30, until let's say, you know, 2 or 3 a.m. tonight. It'll drop 50 degrees. So thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate that. It's free, doesn't cost you a thing, and it'll just let you know as soon as I post new videos. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you like it. All right, so I'm back at the West Yellowstone Supercharger and just charged up to 96%, and I'm getting ready to head back to the campground. So I'll probably talk to you guys one more time from the campground tonight, show you kind of the setup and everything there before I go to bed. And then tomorrow, wake up super early and go hit Yellowstone again and see some other parts that I haven't seen yet. So I'm gonna go on hook, and I will see you guys later. And just so you guys know, this is the #1 purchase I made before going on this incredible journey for the last 3.5 months. This, my shower. So I leave this, I have 7 gallons, I have 2 of them. I leave one out during the day, and then let it warm up in the sun a little bit. And so that's ready to go. And then all I do is take this here. That's all the water you need. It's a 5-gallon bucket here. I only need about 2.5. That should be plenty, actually. Close it. Here's the hose. You can see, you just pull back in there. It's got a little quick release thing. So just take that, pop it on like that. So then in the shower right there, I have a little hook. And then this just hangs in the hook like that. And that's it. This goes on the floor. That hangs right there. Now watch, I'm just gonna turn it on. This thing lasts a long time too. I haven't charged this thing in like a month or so. I was in Mount Charleston. Okay, now you can see the water just came up in there. And then watch this. And there you go. You can see full on shower, just like you're at home. All coming out of this. That's it. It's awesome. It's literally the #1 thing I bought for camping. And here's what it looks like when you're ready to shower. So you got the bucket down there. Just turn it on right there, and that's it. Just hit the little button on there on the shower head. Yeah, so it's pretty much a Navy shower. So you just get yourself all wet, lather up, and then another quick one to rinse off, and you're good to go. All right, so I'm all showered and everything, and worked perfect like it usually does. And cool thing too is like literally like 30 yards that way, there's a water spigot, so can get water whenever I need to. And as far as the bed setup, you can see right there, all ready to go. So all I have to do is turn on camp mode inside, close everything up, and that's it. I mean, it's literally, and when I'm in there, it's kind of funny. It's like my own little apartment. I just totally forget where I'm at. Sometimes I'm in like parking lots in the middle of Vegas, or, you know, like last night parking at some resort in the parking lot, or 2 nights ago in Grand Teton National Park. It just like when you're in there, I just totally forget sometimes where I'm at. So it's very comfortable. It's small, there's no question. It's a little small, and sometimes I'm like, oh, too old for this. But things might be changing in the spring. So like I kind of hinted at earlier, I'll let you in on it soon. But yeah, like super comfortable, and 7 inches of memory foam mattress, pretty much. Well, it's 5 of memory foam, 2 of a workout mat that's pretty thick, and that's been working great so far. With camp mode on, I mean, it's a lot more comfortable than a tent, and it's a lot safer too, especially in bear country. All right, well, I'm getting ready to probably watch a little Netflix, maybe some YouTube or something, and then gonna hit the hay and wake up early and hit the northern half of Yellowstone National Park. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.